Hello.
What are we talking about tonight?
A rose.
A rose?
Yes,
A rose by any other?
rose.
The life of a rose.
Yes.
Wow. The whole life of a rose. Well, we see first, what came first? The rose or the seed that it grew from?
Oh, that's like the chicken and the egg.
I know, it is like the chicken and the egg. See, you moved again and you made it go like out of focus.
I'm sorry, I moved a lot.
Yeah, focus on me and then leave it all for you. Okay, the life of a rose. The rose starts in the ground in the pitch blackness, which is Ashlyn's heart. No, just kidding.
I was planning on making this the empty abyss of my heart.
The empty abyss of a rose's heart. No. Alright, so starts off in the empty abyss of the ground in this pure blackness. Dark, dark, dark. And it's so scared of the dark. And it says, I don't want to be in the dark anymore. I wish to go to the light and turn into worm food. No.
Worm food?
Butterfly food. Bee food. Bee food. Bee food? Is that what it is? Bee food. Bee food. Before there was food, there was bee food. Alright, so.
Fuel. Before there was food, there was bee fuel.
Bee fuel, yes. That's the way it is. So anyway, plant starts breaking out of the ground, punching a hole through the dirt, through any moles that might be in there, through any worms that are crawling around, just punching his way out of the dirt. And then
What?
it has to get past the grass. So, it's like, hey grass, I see you over there, but you know something? I'm going to be taller than you. You watch and see. So, the rose starts growing taller than the grass. And then, it hears a sound. Sounds like a tornado coming. But, guess
no.
what it is?
Is it the one that took your trailer?
It was a lawnmower.
Oh no, even worse.
Yes, I know.
It took your airplane as well.
I did. I hated that. I really loved that airplane. But then the lawnmower passes over his head, cuts him just as short as all the other grass around him. And the grass said, "Hey, hey, 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 we knew it was coming. We just didn't want to tell you." So, okay.
That's cool.
So then, the rose starts growing again, and finally, it gets tall enough that when the people come to cut the grass, they see it, and they scoot around it so they don't cut the rose, and they let it grow. And the rose grows and grows and grows and grows and grows, starts climbing up the fence, spreading its arms and legs and whatever body parts you want to call it. I know they don't have any of that stuff.
I thought that they only had arms and legs. Do they wrap their head around it as well?
Well, the head is the rose. And the other, I don't know, the other parts of the body. So the body starts spreading around the fence and growing all over the place. And growing, and all of a sudden it's just now green everywhere. And then guess what happens? Do you know what happens next?
The lawnmower took your plane? Came?
The lawnmower that took my plane came and distributed the pieces of the airplane like mulch into the sands of the hourglass. That's what I'm saying.
What?
I'm just don't have any clue what I'm talking about.
What
So
even
anyway,
is the point of these videos?
there is no
to keep
point
your-
to the airplane.
To keep
There's no
your
point to the
mind
sand.
working wellly?
I don't have a mind left, but thank you.
Okay.
Alright, where were we? Oh, yeah. The rose growing on the tree. No, the rose was growing on the fence.
Yes.
Yes.
It's-
And then, all of a sudden, one day, it sees an airplane. And it said, "Hey, that looks like that mulch food that I ate for breakfast this morning. Hey, why don't you come down here so I can eat you?" But the plane didn't listen. The plane just kept passing the rose by. So the rose decided, you know something? I know how to get some food. So
no.
it started putting out these pretty little flowers, little petals. And then the guy with the lawnmower stopped by, said, "Hey, those are some pretty petals there. I think I will give you some rose food to help you make your roses all better." So the guy with the lawnmower came back with some rose food and gave the rose a nice heaping helping of
Helping?
partridge and a
Partridge.
pear tree.
Partridge is a bird and a pear tree is a tree.
Yes, thank you. And the rose got a heaping helping of partridge and a pear tree. So the rose was all happy that it now had all this food to eat. And it now had pretty flowers. And then one day, after it had the pretty flowers, some bees came by, and some butterflies, and
no.
some jelly beans, and some gummy worms,
Why jelly beans and gummy worms?
because there was a little kid out there.
Oh,
And then-
okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I thought
And he
that
was
they were
putting
alive.
them. No, he was putting them on the flower to try to feed the bees and the butterflies and the ladybugs, but they didn't like gummy worms and jelly beans. So, but the rose said, "It's okay. I can live with gummy worms and jelly beans." So, the kid went back inside. The rose stayed out in the hot sun. It got more and more pretty, and more butterflies came by and took some pollen home and ate it for dinner. And they made
Honey?
sweet potato pollen soup. Yummy.
Honey?
No honey, that's bees. Butterflies make sweet potato pollen soup.
Sorry, my brain's
Yeah.
broken and
Bees only make
I thought that
honey.
you were talking about bees.
No, the butterflies. The butterflies make sweet potato pollen soup. The bees make the honey. And then the humans steal the honey from the bees. And then the bees make more honey.
True, though.
And then the butterflies make sweet potato pollen soup. Awesome. So,
Okay.
now that we got this all worked out and figured out, I think I'm at the end of the life cycle. Oh yeah, the rose now has to lose its petals. They fall off to the ground, or they could get picked, and somebody cook them for dinner. And make some rose petal stew. Ooh, that sounds yummy.
That sounds
Rose petal
delicious.
stew for dinner. Yep.
We
So,
do not suggest that you go find wild roses and eat them.
okay. Don't eat
Grow your own.
wild rose petals.
Grow your own roses or
Eat
buy
from
them
your
from
own
the store.
garden. Don't eat from the rose petals in the wild. Leave those for the butterflies and the bees and the gummy worms and the jelly beans. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So we made our rose petal stew for dinner. We ate our rose petal stew, and that is the end of the life cycle of a rose.
Yay!
Yay. Is that it? We done?
Don't forget to leave a like.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.